Today we're diving into the fascinating world of attention and how it can be enhanced through training. Whether you're a student, a professional, or just someone interested in boosting your focus, understanding the science behind attention can be a game changer. We'll explore two main strategies: network training, which targets specific brain networks, and state training, which aims to change your overall brain state. Let's start by understanding what attention really means and why it's so crucial for daily life and learning. Attention isn't just one thing, it's a collection of processes managed by different networks in the brain. These include the alerting network, which keeps us awake and ready, the orienting network, which helps us focus on specific information, and the executive network, which manages conflict and self-control. Scientists use tools like the Attention Network Test, or ANT, to measure how these networks work and interact. Understanding these networks is the first step to knowing how training can improve attention. Attention Network Test, or ANT, is a cognitive tool designed to measure the efficiency of the brain's attention networks. It uses tasks that involve cues and targets to assess alerting, orienting, and executive control. For example, it can show how quickly you respond to a signal or how well you manage conflicting information. While ANT has its limitations, it's widely used in research to link behavioral changes in attention to specific brain networks. This helps scientists understand how different types of training can target these networks. Work training involves practicing specific cognitive tasks that exercise particular brain networks related to attention. For example, playing certain video games or using computer-based exercises can improve how quickly and accurately you respond to information. The goal is to strengthen the neural pathways involved in attention, making them more efficient over time. However, there's ongoing debate about how much these improvements transfer to other tasks outside of training. Like network training, state training focuses on developing a brain state that supports attention and self-regulation. This can be achieved through practices like meditation or aerobic exercise. The idea is to create a mental environment that naturally enhances focus, mood, and cognitive performance. State training doesn't rely on specific cognitive tasks, but instead aims to influence the overall functioning of the brain's attention system. Research has shown that damage to different brain areas can lead to specific attention deficits. For example, patients with thalamic damage may struggle with alertness, while those with parietal damage may have trouble orienting to new information. Damage to white matter tracts connected to the anterior cingulate can affect executive control. Understanding these patterns helps tailor training methods to individual needs, especially in clinical settings. Patients with alertness problems, such as those with thalamic damage or sleep deprivation, often benefit from specific training techniques. For instance, using auditory warning signals can temporarily boost performance. With repeated training, individuals can learn to use these signals more effectively, improving both alerting and orienting functions. These methods are especially valuable for people recovering from brain injuries or dealing with chronic attention issues. Training in action video games has been shown to enhance the orienting network, especially during visual search tasks. Players become better at quickly finding relevant information and ignoring distractions. However, while improvements are clear in trained tasks, there's debate about whether these benefits extend to other areas of attention or learning. Still, video game-based training remains a promising tool for boosting specific attention skills. Many studies have focused on improving executive attention in children using computerized exercises in school curricula. These programs often target conflict resolution and self-control, key aspects of executive function. Results show that children can improve their executive attention and sometimes transfer these skills to other areas. However, there's little evidence that training in childhood leads to better adult outcomes, highlighting the need for further research. Enhancing the effectiveness of attention training in children can be achieved by involving parents. When parents support home activities, children often show greater improvements. Additionally, brain stimulation techniques like transcranial magnetic stimulation (TMS) are being explored to boost brain plasticity and enhance training effects. However, the safety of these methods, especially when used outside clinical settings, remains a concern. During cognitive tasks, it's common for the mind to wander. Sometimes we're aware of it, sometimes not. Researchers use experience sampling, where participants are asked if their mind has wandered, to study this phenomenon. Findings show that both the default network and executive network in the brain are active during mind wandering, especially when people aren't aware of it. Meditation is one method that helps resist mind wandering and maintain focus. Mindfulness meditation is a popular form of state training that aims to keep attention anchored in the present moment. It involves practices like focusing on breathing or maintaining a relaxed awareness. Studies have shown that mindfulness can improve executive attention, reduce stress, and even produce measurable changes in the brain. However, not all meditation methods have the same effects, and more research is needed to understand why. Integrated Body-Mind Training, or IBMT, is a form of mindfulness meditation that combines attention focus with relaxation techniques. In studies, participants practicing IBMT showed better executive attention, improved mood, and lower stress hormone levels compared to relaxation controls. These benefits were observed after just a week of training, suggesting that even short-term meditation can have significant effects on attention and well-being. Meditation doesn't just change how we feel, it also changes the brain. Studies have found structural changes in areas like the anterior cingulate cortex, ACC, and insula, which are part of the executive attention network. These changes include increased connectivity and efficiency in white matter tracts, which help different brain regions communicate. Such findings highlight the potential of meditation to enhance cognitive function at a biological level. Recent research uses longitudinal studies to compare meditation training with active control groups over weeks or months. These studies randomly assign participants and track changes over time, allowing scientists to attribute improvements directly to meditation. Results often show significant differences in attention, mood, and brain structure, supporting the idea that meditation is a powerful tool for cognitive enhancement. White matter, which connects different brain regions, was once thought to be mostly fixed in adulthood. However, new research shows that white matter can change rapidly in response to training, including meditation and cognitive exercises. These changes may help explain improvements in attention and other cognitive functions, offering hope for interventions even later in life. Attention training isn't just for healthy individuals, it's also used to treat physical and mental disorders involving attention deficits. For example, improving executive attention can help with self-control and regulation in both children and adults. Since many addictions are linked to poor self-regulation, attention training is being explored as a treatment for these and other clinical conditions. One striking study found that just 2 weeks of IBMT led to 60% reduction in smoking among participants, even though they weren't trying to quit. This was measured by carbon monoxide levels. The training increased activity in the anterior cingulate cortex, suggesting improved self-regulation. These results highlight the potential of meditation-based training for addressing addictive behaviors. Despite promising results, there are still many questions about attention training. For network training, the extent to which improvements transfer to other tasks is debated. For state training, researchers are still figuring out which methods are most effective and how long the benefits last. More research is needed to clarify these issues and optimize training programs. Looking ahead, combining different training methods may offer the best results. For example, integrating network training with state training or involving parents in using brain stimulation could enhance outcomes. Researchers are also exploring how these methods can be tailored to individual needs, especially for clinical populations. The field is evolving rapidly and new discoveries are on the horizon. Summary: attention can be enhanced through both network and state training. Techniques like video games, meditation, and even parental involvement have shown promise in improving focus, self-control, and cognitive performance. While there are still challenges to overcome, the science of attention training is opening up exciting possibilities for personal development and clinical treatment. Stay curious and keep exploring ways to boost your own attention.